Welcome to MedicalMarijuanaBootcamp.com. I'm Chubbs.
I'm Tang.
Today we're talking about a few of the other options that are available to users or people out there, readers, viewers, whatever you want to call yourselves, that are interested in getting a medical marijuana education. Have you worked with anyone out there?
Well, I've never have, dude. And off the top, I can think of three: Oaksterdam, MCC Directory, and Cannabis Career Institute (CCI). You've had some experience with some
those
of those.
three. There's a couple other websites out there, a couple other online schools that we researched when looking to put the boot camp together. Not even worth mentioning. Oaksterdam, they have a strong reputation. My personal opinion on the ones you mentioned. Oaksterdam has a strong reputation. As far as I know, their clones, I've had Oaksterdam clones come through my shop. They're putting out good cuttings. I don't know anyone who's gone to school and started a collective.
Okay.
They might have happened.
I'm sure it has. They have a lot of graduates.
Yeah, they've been around for so long that it has to have happened.
But I mean, the people that you interact with in the business, none of them
are bragging about the fact that they went to Oaksterdam.
Right. They might have. They just maybe never.
Right. MCC, I went to myself. It was a little more.
How much was that?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Was it expensive?
Short-term memory. It was a few $100. It was
Okay.
less than $5, more than $2.
Okay.
I can tell you that for sure.
All right.
I think it was like $270, $280, something like that. It was a 2-day class in Pasadena.
How was that?
It was very by the book medical. It wasn't practical, real life.
I see.
It wasn't real.
More theory, not practice.
Exactly. It was more theory on if you do it this way, this is the way it should run. And if you run your a lot of things they kept saying is you don't, as an owner of a collective, you don't want to be stuck behind the counter bud tending because you want to be on the phone wheeling and dealing with all the people up north. That's easier said than done.
Right.
You can't. There's no red phone that you can just pick up. Hello, up north.
Humble?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, how great would that be? But it doesn't exist.
Right.
The teacher, she obviously knew people, and it was something that she could do.
Yeah.
And I think she just assumed because she could, she thought everyone could. That's one thing. As I was being taught, as I was sitting through the class, I'm thinking, there's no way half these people are going to be able to actually implement this information you're giving them,
right?
Because they just don't know enough people. It's not just what you know; it's who you know.
Interesting. So what about CCI?
CCI is a little bit more realistic. And the reason by realistic I mean the dude who started it, Robert Clark. He's a delivery service operator himself from the 80s. The dude knows how to run a delivery service, which is how I cut my teeth. And he transitioned. It's not one of those things of those that can do, those that can't teach. This guy can, and he's teaching. Kind of the same thing we're doing.
Cool. I
like the school a lot. Could be a little bit more professional, and they need well, you need to touch up your website a little bit. I know I said I'd help you out with that, but still, you need some help. The one thing I did like is they move it around from location to location by choice. It's not anything because they get kicked out or anything.
Right,
they want it to be closer to different people, so different people don't have to drive as far. And they brought in a lot of attorneys. They had 2 or 3 different attorneys, so you get different points of view. That's one thing I like. Just because you have 3 attorneys there, they don't all agree. That's one thing I found out. They all had different ideas on exact same topics.
Right.
Yeah, that's the information I got on those 3.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Chubbs for the boot camp. I'm Tang.
I'm Chubbs.
Peace.